everyone, another version of Better Call Art, and today is another version of one of our top 50 copiers of all time. If you take a look in the background, you are seeing the Minolta 450Z, or it also had a prefix to it, which was the Beta machine. So we used to call this the Minolta Beta 450Z. And it was an amazing copier and plain paper. And I guess, one of the reasons why it was amazing was because of the technology that was used. And this was the first copy machine dry toner that gave you a zoom lens that could reduce or enlarge up to 1/10 of 1%. I cut my teeth on this device in print shops. This Minolta 450Z was so popular because you could actually take a piece of artwork, put it on the Platen glass, and then make a copy of it, but reduce it to, I think it was 50% smaller, excuse me, and almost 200% higher, but in 1/10 of 1% increments, which for the press world was pretty incredible because I think they were still kind of like having to hand draw it or do something like that if they had to change artwork. And this Minolta 450Z changed that entire process for them and saved them a tremendous amount of time. A couple other unique options on this, not options, but features. We're going to go, watch my finger, there it goes. We're going to go right there. That was a stationary Platen, which was kind of uncommon. The top would not go back and forth. You had paper trays over to the opposite side. And I'm not sure which side I'm pointing to because it's reversed here from what I see. So I could not be pointing to the right side, but it had two paper trays and it had a bypass tray. The bypass tray was actually located on the top of one of the paper trays. This was one of the first universal paper trays, the top tray, because it actually plugged in to the machine, making it universal so it would recognize whether it had legal or letter in that top tray. Your bottom tray was used more for legal size paper or 1117 paper. Another benefit of this machine, 1117 paper, A3, big sheets of paper, and the quality was pretty incredible. Other unique features into this 450Z is recycling toner, right? Which was new to the industry. It used a bayonet load on the toner, meaning it had a bottle of toner and you didn't have to dump it in, but what you did was a little container, not a container, you could call it a bayonet drop down, a little holder drop down. You put the toner in, you turned it, it was locked in to the toner bayonet delivery system. That was pretty unique, because you didn't have to pour the toner anymore. And then all the buttons across the top of the machine were pretty incredible because you could do preset reductions or enlargements. It would be up to 99 settings at a time. You could change the exposure from darker or lighter, but then you could also change from the contrast of the machine. In the later stages of this machine, it could take a document feeder, it could take a finisher, just an overall superb machine. And because of the 1/10 of 1%, we were getting the list price for this device each and every single time. This lasted for a good 2 years, and it was not uncommon to make $2,500, $3,500 per machine. I want to thank you very much for the time today. The harder you work, the luckier you get. And special thanks to the Minolta 450Z. Have a great weekend.